course, is always the best moment when you crack it open for the first time.
Crack it open.
Crack it open.
Crack it open.
And take that first whiff.
There you go.
Smells good.
Inhalation therapy.
Oh, does it smell good?
I don't know. Does it smell good?
The first peek at what it looks like. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I wish I could film and work with my hands. Hold on a second. Oh, goodness. Look at the quality of this tea. Wow. Look at that. Doesn't that look great? Wow. Here, pick up just one piece off of there.
Just one?
Yeah, let him see what one piece looks like. It's rolled.
It is.
It's very long, like a whole leaf. Wow. I love it.
Very nice.
Well, go ahead and smell. See what you think.
Out of the pouch?
Yeah, out of the
Straight
pouch.
out of the pouch. So just go wild.
Yeah. What's the dry smell like to you?
It smells like the forest.
No.
Yes,
The woods? You think it smells
forest.
woody?
Yes.
No, it's very sweet to me.
No.
Oh my. It smells good though, doesn't it? It's
It
like
smells very good, yes.
it's like I just want to sniff it all day.
That's a bad habit.
Very sweet.
I suppose it does have that also, yeah.
I don't smell wood at all.
I didn't mean wood. I meant like the.
It's light and airy.
Yeah, that comes on the trees, on the wind, on the light breeze.
It's light and airy. I would go with that. I wouldn't go with it smells like trees.
I didn't say dirt, at least. Smells very good. It's very pleasing.
But what does it smell like to you?
Forest.
It smells like honey to me.
Ah, honeysuckle. Almost like a... Yeah,
No,
not
not honeysuckle. Just like honey.
There is a fragrance of that, I guess. I must delve deeper into the pouch.
I just smell honey. That's about it.
That's reasonable.
We pass the bag back and forth, peoples.
We're friends. It's okay.
You know, I was wondering how many people think honeysuckle smells like honey. I mean, honeysuckles. We've been out in the woods, and it's had a honeysuckle smell in it, even recently, because the honeysuckle's blooming, and I love the smell of honeysuckle. Although it's invasive, the plant's invasive. You know. Yep, the color is definitely pale. It's beautiful, though. I always set it up like this to take some pictures to preserve it. So I'll just video while I take my pictures. You want to taste it and tell me what it tastes like?
I would. I should.
All right. Different than it smells. Oh, we forgot to smell. We always smell the wet.
Oh, smell the wet, yeah.
We didn't smell the wet.
Smell the wet. Sounds like French, doesn't it?
Oh, it's so different.
Ooh.
Wow. It's like a whole different tea from they say that these Phoenix oolongs, a lot of people, you either love them or you don't because they're very complex. Oh. So some people prefer the less complex, but I love...
They keep it simple and then they keep it complex.
Wow. I'm not going to say what it is yet because I don't want to suggest you, but...
You don't want to suggest me?
I would
suggest me to my friends.
Don't want to suggest it and have you... say the same thing I say, because I know you very well.
Auto suggestion, regurgitation.
There you go.
That's very
very
nice.
Different, right?
Yeah, it's different than when I initially smelled the dry.
Yeah. So what? It's like a night and day. I guess that makes it a complex tea. So what's it smell like to you?
I'm not quite sure.
I was surprised.
Now I may be wrong about this, but now I get honey orange kind of stuff going on.
Really?
Yeah, it smells orangey to me now.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to.
It
Smells
is.
citrus. That's what they
Citrus.
say.
That's the word I meant.
Well, if the citrus is an orange rind, I might agree.
Okay. As opposed to the fruit itself.
As opposed to the orange itself. Well, it's supposed to be orange blossom, which would be a flowery smell.
Ah, that's a good point, yeah.
And I'm not getting flowery.
I'm not getting that.
I'm getting more of a
I'm getting more of the essence of the
mineral.
Yeah.
Which is totally different than what you said. And what they said, but I'm getting more of a minerally like flint.
Huh.
Try it again.
So try it on.
He says orange because he is the power of suggestion instead of what he really thinks it is.
It's one power I have. Other than that, I'm powerless. I still stand by what I.
You still get citrus.
I do not get a flint.
You get. So I would, if it's a.
That would have.
If it's an orange rind or peel.
Yeah.
I might agree.
I would stay with that. The flint there lean towards stone, and I don't get stone. So.
I always say quality tea is one that stays the same from dry to wet to tasting, but this totally is like two different smells.
That would make
and
it complex.
So we're gonna taste for body. Light, medium, or full?
Light.
It's confusing. That's that complex thing. I mean, I would say light also, but there's, I guess, sort of a smoothness to it. Well, that would be astringency. So what astringency do you think? So we'll go with light body, which is more water-like. Astringency is smooth and low, I think. There's not any astringency, which I like. I like not having, well, a tiny bit of astringency in the bright light category I like, but smooth and low is good too. Is that what you get to? No astringency?
Yes.
Okay, so now taste. What do you taste? We filled our cups up. I like the smooth texture to it. It's very gentle. Taste is nothing like the two aromas. The taste is nothing like this honey dry, and nothing like this minerally is what I thought it was. Taste is totally different. What do you think? I'm not going to say before you.
I'm not sure what it tastes like, actually.
Well, think.
I am pondering it.
Okay, what did you decide?
Well, I decided to taste somewhat citrusy.
Agreed.
Fruity.
That crisp citrus, I get that in the taste. It's just blowing me away that wet, dry, and taste are all different. That is a complex tea. It tastes very good. Now, you did put a little too much water in it because I'm not using the Gai Wan, and you're used to filling the Gai Wan up. So we're going to have to do it next time with a little less water. But what's your finish? What do you get for finish?
I think it's a little dry.
See, I got opposite.
Dry going
I got
down.
mouth watering.
It's mouth watering at the end, but dry going.
Well, the end is the finish.
I mean,
you
what I'm
can't
saying is,
separate those.
as I'm drinking it, it seems dry. But after I finish drinking it, and I swallowed it, it seems very wet and mouth-watering.
In other words, you changed your mind to match mine. Ah, I get it. I think it is. And it's also evaporating and quick. It goes away quick. The finish does. It doesn't hang around a long time.
Yes.
Yeah, so this time barely covered up. Put way too much water in last time. Made it too diluted. We'll let it steep if that's good. A few more seconds this time. I'm going to see if the second steep changed it at all. There's what our leaves look like. There's some green tint to them. And a little bit darker ones as well. Smells the same as the wet did previously. A little bit darker because we didn't use as much water, so I'm curious if the flavor is going to be different. It's hard to pour left-handed. Okay, you ready? See if it has changed any in flavor. Ooh, the smelling it smells like the wet leaves.
It does.
Yeah, it's different. Using a little more steep time and less water changed it. Either that or it's just the second steep. What do you think?
I would agree with that. I think it's a combination of all those points.
So what do you think it tastes like?
I still think it has the citrusy taste.
To me, it tastes like the wet now. It tastes that stone, or it could be orange peel.
It could be, yeah, it could be stone or the rind.
And it's got more astringency to it. So this might not be a very forgiving tea. Like if you steep it too long. Now the astringency is more of the light, bright category, which I like. I like that category. Than the smooth, low. And now I get more of that drying that you got, which astringency is drying.
Agreed.
So it upped the astringency, so
it is.
And now it's more of a lingering feeling in the back of my throat, which is drying.
Right, from the initial tasting.
I wish our first steep would have been less liquid in there to make the comparison more accurate. Too much liquid might have tainted that first tasting. I think you were going to say something more. I was typing up my notes.
Yes, I believe I agree with your initial assertion that it has a stone.
Or you're getting that stone kind of mineral.
Yes.
Flint, it's not like I don't think it's like, I was trying to think of types of rocks. So it's not like a gray rock. It's more like a colored rock. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But I do agree with that.
It's some kind of mineral, but I can't quite pick it up. And I don't get the floral.
No, that is no longer present.
And on my notes, I changed it to an astringency of lively and brisk, which is the medium category. I skipped the second category. It definitely, it's almost too astringent for me. It's borderline. And I've used all 4 categories from the finish because this is definitely more drying and tannic in the finish.
Yes.
And it lingers. That drying sensation just kind of lingers.
I changed my initial assertion that I would buy it regularly.
So what would you do? How many hearts now? Yeah, you gave it 4 hearts initially.
I think I would half that.
Half that to 2?
Yes.
Let's see. 2 is... I'm going to look at my notes. 2 is just okay, I swallowed it. 3 is I liked it, might buy it again.
I'm on the fence.
And 4 would be loved it, would buy it again.
I'm between 2 and 3.
And 5 is loved this tea, would keep it on hand.
No.
And number 1 is didn't like it, hard to swallow. Well, it's not there. It's not a 1.
No. I would say between 2 and 3.
Between 2 and a 3.
2.5?
I do like oolongs, and I do like how it's making us think. I like how it's complex. I mean, I was rating it around a 3 initially, and I think I would still stay there. I like it. I don't know what sugar would do to it.
Make it sweeter?
Well, it might change the complexity of the flavor. We're going to brew it again. And why don't you grab the water and see what happens. But I do like it, and I might buy it again. Might. I think this is high quality tea, and this is something that you can learn. And I think it's great to experience how the teas can be so complex and change.
The sugar may turn me around, who knows?
Yeah, well, why don't you go get some and you can try it after you drink it without sugar, then you can add a little. Yeah, I tried not to do as long of a steep, and I went ahead and pulled out a leaf. Am I the only one that plays? And you can see it's not totally unrolled, which to me, as if it doesn't, the longer it takes to unroll, the more steeps you're going to get out of it. So I think it's a very high quality tea. It's gotten a little darker in color though. More of a golden color, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, what's it taste like?
I don't think that it's changed a great deal. I think it has the, still has the,
Yeah,
stone
it's
and
more like the
stainless
wet, yeah.
steel. Yeah.
Very much like the second steep.
Yes.
We went and got sugar. We're gonna try it. Okay, I stirred a little sugar in here. I'm actually thinking with this kind of astringency, that's what I had was a learned taste for being more flowery. So I might agree that it's more of a blossom. I don't know what an orange blossom smells like. It could be that I am confusing mineral with a flower. Wow, that little bit of sugar really changed how it tastes.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Now I get orange.
I wonder if you put honey in it.
Do you get orange? Like on the sides of my tongue.
Yeah.
Now I get orange, where I did not get that before.
I wonder if adding honey to it could change it also.
Well, the next steep we could try honey instead of sugar.
Same difference, I guess.
But I think honey adds a flavor. Changes it.
Maybe so.
Well, I mean, the sugar did too. It's actually really good with just a tiny bit of sugar. And now I'm going to drink it a little more faster. It's still very drying.
Yes.
You like it better?
I do.
Are you going back up to a
It's palatable.
3?
It is. I would go to a 3. Decidedly, yes. Just a wee,
With sugar, it makes it, yeah, it's a tiny, tiny bit of sugar we
just a wee
added.
bit of sugar, yeah.
So yeah, I'm actually wanting to drink more of it now that we put sugar in it. But I don't rate teas high that I feel like I have to have sugar in it to drink it. But I started with 3 hearts in the beginning, and that I might buy it again, and I'm still at 3 hearts. You jumped around.
I did a bit. I was initially rating high, but I will go with the 3 also. Sugar helps.
Yeah, it makes it. I'm more anxious to drink it now, and it actually tastes pretty good now.